All right, guys, got another update for you guys. It is 5:06 p.m. on July 27th, Monday. Just to let you guys know, I'm gonna be posting another video tomorrow morning around probably 10 o'clock, which is gonna have the best detail before the storms. All right, so let's get right into this. So with the day one outlook, again, we had a big severe weather event over here, big time tornado up here near Appleton. Very gusty winds were happening south of Chicago, up to 100 miles per hour from a severe storm, so hurricane type winds. And then over here we have a slight risk of severe weather, which storms are starting to go up right now. If we switch over to the radar, we have a severe thunderstorm warning over here, and then a considerable severe thunderstorm warning north of that. Again, we have storms going on right now. We do have a tornado warning here. I really don't think this is going to drop a tornado, but there will definitely be gusty winds. So let's get into tomorrow, right? Because Charlotte is now directly in the slight risk, which you never want to be in the middle of a risk. If you're on the side, you still need to be aware because you could definitely be getting stuff, but you never want to be in the middle of the risk. Now, if you haven't seen my post, you would see that the tornado threat has gone a level up. There used to be only a 2% tornado risk right here for Raleigh, Virginia Beach. Now we have a 5% tornado risk, which means tornadoes are possible. We probably will get a few tornado warnings. Again, none of the tornadoes might be on the ground, but there definitely will be a few tornado warnings. Okay, I wouldn't say definitely, but I say there could be a few tornado warnings. Again, you can have tornado warnings and they never touch the ground. You could have 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts and it might not be a tornado. Then we have a 2% tornado risk very close to Charlotte. And this is pretty big. It goes all the way up to New York to South Carolina, which is a pretty big 2% risk. With the wind for the Carolinas is almost always the main threat. Again, we have a 30% risk, and there is a chance that we do get a hatched area in here for Charlotte, Winston-Salem, Raleigh, maybe up near Richmond. I don't think we're going to get one for Virginia Beach. But if we do get a hatched risk, then you know that there will be significant damaging winds in this area. If you're not seeing it already. I mean, the last time I saw a 30% wind risk was back in the moderate risk that actually busted. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, well, I probably shouldn't be trusting this guy because he's probably the same type of person that said this is going to be insane. Again, this might bust, but you have to still prepare. Even if it's a small storm, it could drop a tornado. Okay, so you need to be staying weather aware. Now for Wednesday, the marginal risk shifts down here to Florida. Now this is going to be really nothing. I mean, isolated damaging winds is your only primary threat. Nothing's really going to happen. There's just a 1 out of 5 risk. I don't see there being a 2 out of 5 risk, but if there is, I'll make a video about that. Now to the models real quick, which the models, I wouldn't say they've uptrended a lot, but I would say they've uptrended, all right? So as you see, this storm near Knoxville just like doesn't do anything. But this is the storm I was talking about that might not reach Charlotte. This is around 10 in the morning, right? So this does reach Charlotte around 12. I don't know if it's going to be severe though. Now, if this is either just dropping rain or being severe, then these storms in the afternoon might not be as bad because if this isn't here, I mean, this would be pretty bad. But that's why we only have a slight risk of severe weather because this comes through. And if this is just dropping rain or even if it's dropping an EF5 tornado, this storm right here, the afternoon storm that hits Winston-Salem, Charlotte, might not be as bad. If that doesn't happen, if the morning storms do not happen, then the storm near Winston-Salem, Hickory, and Statesville will be bad, right? So let's get into some of the more detailed stuff, like the Cape, which is just storm fuel, right? So again, there's plenty of it for damaging winds, all right? I mean, near Fayetteville, look, we're almost reaching 5,000. Actually, I wouldn't say nearly reaching 5,000. We'll just say 4,000 here, right? Near the Charlotte area, there's plenty, all right? I'm just going to say that. There's plenty, right? Okay, all right? To the significant tornado parameter values. In the last video, there was a lot. There still is, but it has shifted east a lot, all right? So near Fayetteville, we have a 5 here, almost a 5 here, and a 3 here. There still is tornado parameter values near Charlotte, all right? But they are lower, all right? So, again, if you have the Weather Channel, right, just turn on notifications for severe thunderstorm warnings. If you get a severe thunderstorm warning that says 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, just stay indoors. If it goes up to 70, that means you probably need to seek shelter. If you get a tornado warning, you seek shelter. All right. Over to the, what should we look at? Okay, supercell composite radar. All right. So again, there's plenty. All right. So again, downburst damaging winds is the biggest threat, and straight line damaging winds. If this does turn into a line, which I think is very possible. Again, lightning is nature's leading killers. So make sure if you hear, the saying's goofy, but if you hear thunder roars, go indoors. I can't say it, but again, there's gonna be a lot of lightning with these storms, so make sure to stay safe about that. Let me see. Okay, last thing that we're gonna look at, the total rainfall. There will be a lot of flooding near New York and areas like that. There could be a few flooding issues that happen near Charlotte area. Again, we have in 1 inch. We have in 1 inch up there, 3 inches over here, and then I would say over here. Yeah. So just keep an eye out for flooding. Again, if you get a flash flood warning, you should also seek higher ground. All right. So stay safe. I'm gonna make another video tomorrow. There might be 2 videos, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna only make 1 video. On my YouTube channel, if you see any posts, it's probably about either an update on a warning in the area, or it's about an SBC update, which there probably will be a lot of Storm Prediction Center updates, which is what these are, the outlooks. This is from the Storm Prediction Center, all right? So just stay safe. Another video will be coming out tomorrow. Stay tuned for that.